Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Shefali Singla, and today we are going to have the introduction to ISRO. So I'm very happy to announce that ISRO की vacancies आ गई हैं. CS के लिए there are 47 vacancies, and after 2020 we had the last ISRO exam for CS in January 2020. तो इट्स लाइक मोर देन 3 years की इसरो में वैकेंसीज नहीं आई थी बट दिस टाइम वी हैव इट एंड ये आई गेस जो लोग गेट में बहुत अच्छा नहीं कर पाए और दे हैव नॉट जॉइंड एनीवेयर एंड दे वांट टू जॉइन इसरो सो दिस इज रियली अ गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी बिकॉज इसरो का जो सिलेबस होता है दैट इज ऑलमोस्ट सेम एज दैट द गेट सिलेबस. अभी हम लोग पीवाईक्यूज करेंगे तो मैंने क्या किया इस सेशन में. Let me tell you that what we are going to do in this session. So first of all, we'll have the introduction, we'll talk about the important dates and after that I'll start with the previous year questions. Okay, तो जो ISRO के previous year questions है वो हम 2020 से start करेंगे, then 19 like this will move on and जब आप PYQs करोगे ना you get to know that कि आपको गेट से अलावा कितनी प्रिपरेशन की जरूरत है. मुझे बताने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. यू ऑटोमेटिकली गेट टू नो दैट आपकी प्रिपरेशन किस लेवल की है. द ओनली थिंग रिक्वायर्ड इज in GATE exam we have to solve 65 questions in 3 hours, but in this you have to solve 80 questions in 120 minutes, that is in 2 hours. But you need not to worry if you have solved the previous year questions GATE वाले और ISRO वाले तो आपकी automatically speed बन जाएगी. I can say majority of the questions will be the previous year GATE questions. Okay, so if you have already prepared for the GATE exam, so definitely you won't be like you will be like there is nothing new. Okay, आपको पढ़ने में मजा आएगा. 19 5 questions, ma'am. 80. I'm talking about the this technical part only, Durga Prasad. Okay. तो टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस आपको कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा नहीं दिखेंगे. यस, डेफिनेटली वेब टेक्नोलॉजीज और वन मोर टॉपिक इज देयर बट उसमें से रेयरली क्वेश्चन आता है. हार्डली यू विल गेट 1 or 2 क्वेश्चंस एंड नो वन इज गोइंग टू अटेम्प्ट 80 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द टेक्निकल पोर्शन और सारे के सारे हो जाएंगे. ओके, so what we'll be doing is let me tell you, have you filled this form? कितने लोगों ने फॉर्म फिल किए? ISRO 2023 एप्लीकेशंस आ चुकी हैं. स्टार्ट डेट इज एप्लीकेशन. व्हाट इज द स्टार्ट डेट? जो लोग भर चुके हैं उनको पता होगा. स्टार्ट डेट इज 25th of May 2023 and the last date to apply to fill the form is 14th of June. 14th of June. So approximately 20 days का window open हुआ है to fill out the forms. And another thing is number of vacancies. I'm just talking about the CS people. Total vacancies 303 आई हैं. Out of those 303 vacancies, number of vacancies for CSE, that is 47. This is for CSE. So 47 vacancies are there out of total 303 vacancies. Okay, and number of technical questions will be 80. And definitely negative marking is there. So how much is the negative marking? So you have to refrain yourself from making the blind guesses. How much is the negative marking? Very good evening, Shubham. कितनी है negative marking? Looks like Durga Prasad has already gone through it. Yes, it's 0.33 or you can say that it's 1/3. 1/3 is the negative marking. So this is about the important information related to the ISRO exam, and definitely this time the maximum age मैक्सिमम एज को रिड्यूस कर दिया. मैक्सिमम एज लिमिट पहले इसकी 35 years होती थी, बट दिस टाइम दे हैव रिड्यूस्ड इट फ्रॉम 35 years to 28 years. Okay, so this is the maximum age limit. So if you have you fit into this, then definitely I guess you shouldn't miss this opportunity. You should go for it, and let's see. Okay, so this is about the introduction. Anything you want to ask? Now, what we'll be doing is on the weekends, like Saturday, every Saturday and Sunday, we'll be having the session. So, what I want you guys to do, you have to revise your GATE syllabus. You have to solve the previous year GATE questions. एक बार से दोबारा उठा लो, ठीक है? ISRO के previous year questions करो. I'll be taking the questions from the different papers. तो पहले हम 2020 वाला paper complete करेंगे, then we'll go to the previous one and like that, but subject wise. Like in today's session, I'll be taking the questions from algorithms and data structures and C programming. After that, in the next session, we'll be taking the questions from digital and operating system. तो इस तरीके से we will be taking the questions. And क्या topic के ऊपर questions होंगे? I'll share that in your Telegram group. You know that the link is in the description box. You guys can join it. I'll share the link of the session. I'll discuss the topic with you guys कि next कौन से topic के ऊपर questions लेने. Anything you wanna ask? After this, I'll be starting with the previous year questions of the ISRO. GATE वाले आप लोग कर चुके हो, so I'll not be repeating the previous year questions of GATE in these sessions. So every weekend we will be just covering the questions, previous year questions of ISRO. पूरे week में आपको अपने concepts revise करने हैं, PYQs GATE के कर लो, that will be more than sufficient. No queries? All right, so let's move on to the first question. This is from algorithms. You know the answer, so whatever is the answer, चाहे आपको guess करना है or whatever it is, please write that in the chat section. So of the following sorting algorithms, which has execution time that is least dependent on the initial ordering, of the input? That means there is like best case and worst case is same. So किस case में होता है? Do you remember the time complexities? We have covered the complexities for all these. A, are you sure? Best case and worst case depending on the initial ordering. Whenever we are talking about the complexity, मैंने आपको हमेशा ये बताया है, we always refers to the worst case time complexity because we do not know what value we are going to get, right? So initial ordering पे least dependent. We are not asking for the dependency. We are just focusing on the least dependent. Insertion sort में best case complexity is its order of n, whereas the worst case complexity is n square. For quick sort, best case complexity is n log n, whereas the worst case complexity is n square. For merge sort, best case complexity is n log n, worst case complexity is also n log n. For selection sort, this is n square and n square. So least dependent on the initial ordering. What should be the answer? Complexities are in front of you. Durga Prasad का तो मुझे नाम याद है because you had prepared for the GATE exam. तो बच्चे क्या आंसर होना चाहिए? ये चीज आपको पता है, मैंने बताई हुई है आपको कि जब भी हम complexity की बात करते हैं, we always consider the worst case complexity, and here it is saying that that is least dependent on initial ordering. This means that it doesn't matter whether the sequence is sorted or unsorted, but here it's making a difference if we are getting the sorted elements and unsorted elements. But in this case, there is no change, or you can say that this is not adaptive. In indirect form, they are asking for the non-adaptive algorithm. What is that? That is the merge sort. So correct answer for this question is it's option C, that is merge sort. Make sense? फटाफट से जितना क्विकली आप लोग रिस्पॉन्स दोगे, जितने क्विकली आप आंसर्स दोगे, उतने फास्ट तरीके से हम क्वेश्चंस कर पाएंगे एंड मोर क्वेश्चंस विल बी एबल टू कवर. Correct? Next one, this is from data structures. Just go through it. Here it's based on the condition of the stack. So you are given with the code. On the basis of this, you have to identify that what should be the condition for the empty stack. Default condition nahi uthani hai because here some code is given to you. This is the code for performing the push operation and this is the code for performing the pop operation. Just consider some stack. Nahi code samajh mein aa raha hai, stack banao. Try to update the pointer the way they have pointed here and accordingly opt for the answer. I want the interaction from each and every one. जो लोगों ने गेट की प्रिपरेशन नहीं की है और दे आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद द गेट कॉन्सेप्ट्स, तो मंडे टू फ्राइडे आई एम टेकिंग द सेशंस ऑन द गेट सिलेबस. यू कैन ज्वाइन दो सेशंस और गेट के पीवाईक्यूज मास्टर क्लास में हो रहे हैं. वीकेंड्स पे आई विल बी टेकिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस ऑफ इसरो. अगर आपको फुल फ्लेज प्रिपरेशन करनी है तो ज्वाइन वीकडे वाले सेशन भी और वीकेंड वाले सेशन भी. ओके I'll be giving you 30 seconds more to go through this question. Hurry up. No response. That's not fair. Okay. A stack is implemented with an array. By default, the array is starting from 0 and it is going till n minus 1. So let's consider a stack. This is a stack and it's implemented using an array. Size is 0 to, let us assume that the size of the array I am considering here is 5, and since index is starting from 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. अपना आंसर वेरीफाई कर सकते हो आप खुद. And a variable position, POS. Usually we use top of stack, so here it is using position of stack. The push and the pop operations are defined by the following code. Now push operation is saying that insert the element कहाँ पे element insert करने, wherever this position is pointing. And initially the stack is empty. We have to identify that what is the empty condition for the stack with the capacity of n. Okay, so according to this is the index of the array. Now x position पे जाएगा, उसके बाद next element, next pointer कहाँ पे point करेगा, position -1. Usually what we were doing, we were starting it from 0 and हम push के time पे क्या करते थे, top of stack +1, right? Usually known issue. अभी तक जो हमने default stack implementation की है, yes, here will start from 4. Why? Because जो हमने default implementation की थी, what we were doing is 1, 2, 3. If you are saying that POS will be starting from -1, if it is pointing here, so what we need to do is I want to insert the first element. तो जब insert करना है, what it is saying, element को point insert करवाओ जहाँ पे position point कर रहा है. Position is pointing to -1. Can I insert an element at this position? पहली चीज यहां से समझ में आ गया, -1 is invalid position because in the array index starts from 0. Okay, तो यहां से स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकता. नाउ अदर आंसर दैट इज कमिंग अप इज ए इनकरेक्ट हो गया, ये क्लियर हो गया. Now if position is pointing, let's go with the option C. If position is pointing to 1, that means the first element I want to insert the element, for example A. तो A कहाँ पे जाएगा, at A of position. If this is the initial condition, then A will be going here. After that, POS will be pointing here. Is that the possible case? No. जस्ट ऑब्जर्व हियर, ये क्या कर रहे हैं, एलिमेंट को इंसर्ट करवा के, पहले एलिमेंट को इंसर्ट करवाना है, देन अपडेटिंग द पोजीशन ऑफ द टॉप, right? So this means that whatever will be the initial position of the stack of the variable, that should be one of the valid position, क्योंकि एलिमेंट 0 1 2 3 4 इन्हीं किसी पोजीशन में आ सकता है और पहले हम पोजीशन को अपडेट नहीं करवा रहे. दिस मींस दैट दिस इज इनवैलिड पोजीशन, पोजीशन कैन नॉट पॉइंट हियर. 0 1 and -1 are the valid positions, but next element जब insert करवाना है, that is going to POS -1. अगर 0 होगा -1 करके -1 आ जाएगा, invalid. -1 करके 0 आ जाएगा, ठीक है, but what about the next element? यहाँ उल्टा काम चल रहा है. Exactly, you are right. उल्टा काम भी चल रहा है और यहाँ पे POS should not point to N. जब हम लोग push operation perform करवा रहे थे, in the standard definition what we had discussed, first of all, we were updating top plus plus. That time we were considering that top of stack, top is equal to -1. तो first element कहाँ पे आना चाहिए था, index 0 पे. So we were updating, we were incrementing the position of top, and after that we were inserting the element. This is what we were doing. और simple terms में मैंने आपको बताया था, we were doing the pre-increment. पहले टॉप को इंक्रीमेंट कर रहे थे, देन वी वर इंसर्टिंग द एलिमेंट. दिस इज व्हाट वी डिड, राइट? बट यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं, इट इज नॉट अपडेटिंग इट, दिस इज पोस्ट डिक्रीमेंट. जो पोस्ट अपडेशन टॉप ऑफ स्टैक की किस में कर रहे थे, पॉप में, राइट? सो बेसिक ऑपरेशंस को बेसिकली आपको क्रैम्प करने की भी जरूरत नहीं थी, इसलिए मैंने आपको हिंट दिया था, जस्ट ड्रॉ द डायग्राम, कंसिडर द ऑप्शन और ऑप्शन को एलिमिनेट करो. So first element should be inserted here. After that, second element A. जैसे ये insert हुआ, A, if position is pointing to n-1, then A will be inserted here, and then immediately the position will be updated to 3. Next element insert करना है, it will go to index 3. Then element insert हुआ, update the position. Element insert हुआ, next element will be added here. So like this, it is moving in this direction. Make sense? So answer is D. Undoubtedly, its answer is D. Position should be if position is pointing to n-1, that means the stack is empty. Is this clear? तो ये जितने लोगों ने डिस्कशन किया है, आई एम रियली हैप्पी, एटलीस्ट यू गाइज आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन द डिस्कशन. तो आपको अपनी मिस्टेक समझ भी आई होगी कि कहां पे आप अपना कॉन्सेप्ट गलत कर रहे थे. व्हाट इज दिस ट्रिपल सी? Double C, तो I know that's crystal clear. What is this triple C? All right. Next one, this concept also we had covered in the data structures and the programming. So just try to get the answer for this. Assuming C is located at an address divisible by 8, what is the size of C? Just go through this code. First of all, read whatever is given in the question. And this is based on actually the concept of the structure. Struct keyword is used. So structure and union हमने cover किया हुआ है, but in this it's just considering the concept of the structure. Following declaration of an array. Okay, those who are following the session live, you guys want to try the question first, or directly you want me to discuss the solution? आप चाहते हो कि आप पहले क्वेश्चन को ट्राई करो? Okay, people are busy in solving the question. Let me wait for 30 seconds more, and after that I'll start reading the question. Following declaration of an array of struct, we are given with the declaration of a structure. Assume the size of byte, short, int, long are 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So short का size जो given है, that is, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So size of short is 2. Very good, Nishu. Yes, 160 is the right answer. Short का size is 2 bytes. Byte is 1 byte long. Long is 4 bytes and integer is 3 bytes. Just take the sum of all. जो हमारे पास structure होता है, we have to consider the size of each and every item. जबकि union में हम सिर्फ maximum size देखते हैं, but anyhow this is structure. So sum is 3, 6 and 10 bytes. This is the end of the structure. Complex structure की definition खत्म हो गई. अब complex is an array of size 10. This is the declaration. So array size is 10 and its data type is complex. Complex का size कितना है? 10 bytes. But यहाँ पे क्या बोला हुआ है? C is located at an address divisible by 8. यानी कि array C में जो address आएगा next element का, that is always divisible by 8. For example, this is starting from 800. Okay, next cannot be, here the size of each element is 10 bytes, but I cannot take 810 because it is given that each and every element should be divisible, is placed at an address which is divisible by 8. So 10 से कम ले नहीं सकते हैं. What is the upper value so that it is divisible by 8? It should be 16 bytes. बीच में आप कोई भी value लोगे, it won't be divisible by 8. So I'll be taking 16 bytes instead of 10 bytes. Usually we calculate the memory size as the size of each element into the number of elements, right? कितनी memory required है? Size of each element into number of elements. Here size of each element, सिर्फ और सिर्फ concept कहाँ पे आएगा? Instead of taking 10 bytes, we have to take 16 bytes because of the statement, because of this assumption. 10 elements are there, so it comes out to be 16 into 10 bytes, that is equal to 160 bytes. So 160 is the right answer. Okay, yes. Next element will be stored at 816. Next element will be starting from 832. Next element will be starting from 848, like this. So total size of this array, basically we are supposed to calculate here the size of the array. So size of array is nothing but size of each element into the number of elements, that comes out to be 160 bytes. Make sense? Easy? Again, there is no new concept which we had not covered in the GATE exam. जिन लोगों ने, again I am repeating this guys, I'll discuss my schedule at the end. So you can follow all those sessions. Next one. Now this is based on prefix expression to infix conversion. You are given with the prefix expression and you are supposed to return the infix expression. Although जो ये original question था ISRO का, they had given all the options incorrect. मैं आपको बाद में बताती हूँ कौन सी option में, but in the 4 options which are on the screen, definitely one answer is the right answer. Infix to postfix conversion, infix to prefix conversion, prefix to postfix, prefix to infix and postfix to infix or prefix. हमने दो तरीके discuss किए हुए. Sorry, 3 methods we had covered. One is the manual approach, right? Second one is using the algorithms by making use of the stack data structure. Third one is through the expression tree. You are given with the expression, construct the expression tree, prefix से expression tree कैसे बनाने, infix से कैसे बनाने, postfix से कैसे बनाने. We have covered that. Construct the expression tree. If you are going to traverse that tree in the pre-order, you will get the prefix. If you traverse the expression tree in the in order, you will get the infix expression. If you traverse the expression tree in the post order, then you will get the postfix. So it's completely your choice which method you want to use, since here it's not mentioning that what is the size of the stack required or something like that. So I would prefer you to use the manual approach. Expression tree बनाओगे and might be taking more time. So better idea is right to left scanning. That usually we do when we have to go for postfix conversion, और यहाँ पे आपको जब operator मिल गया, दो operands मिल गए, तो definitely you can use right to left scanning. Very good, Durga Prasad and Anishu. At least you remember few concepts. B is the right answer. दो तरीके हैं using stack. You can scan it like this. So in the prefix expression, we are getting the operator, then operand 1, operator, then we get operand 1 and then we get operand 2. अगर आप stack use करते हो, you are getting G, then F. Now we are getting the operator. So we'll represent this as F plus G. After that, E, then we are getting D, then we are getting minus. So postfix format में represent कर दो D minus E. Then is multiplication. For multiplication also we need two operands. So this comes out to be D minus E multiplication F plus G. Next one. This way you have to scan the whole array. Multiplication is also over. So we have got one unit. Then comes the C, then B, then A. Then we are getting plus. So this will be A plus B. Then we are getting multiplication. So this will be A plus B into C. Then we are getting minus. For this minus, this is 1 and this is operand 2. So we'll get here A plus B into C minus D minus E into F plus G. And that is nothing but that is option B. So B is the right answer. तो यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया? We have done the right to left scanning. If it's the operand, just push it into the stack. अगर operand आ रहे right to left scan करते हुए, right to left. So if it's the operand, then simply push it into the stack. Push it into the stack. And if it's the operator, then we need two operands and operands are available in the stack. Then we need to perform the pop operation. First pop will be giving you, if you observe this, operand 2 is going into the stack first, so it will be coming out later. So first pop will give you operand 1. Second pop will give you operand 2. And then push the expression that you will be obtaining after operand 1, operator and operand 2. Just push it into the stack. So these are the steps that we are going to apply on the stack to convert the prefix expression to infix expression. Okay. This is one way. Another way is नहीं algorithm याद है, right to left जाना है, left to right जाना है. Although मैंने reason देके examples देके बताया हुआ है, but if still you are not comfortable with that, just see when we want to convert this, we need an operator plus two operands. So here we get the operator and two operands. So first of all, we'll be converting this. So this will be A plus B. After that, for this operator, this is behaving as operand 1 and C is behaving as operand 2. So operand 1, operator and operand 2. Now this has become one sub-expression for some other operator. Now for minus, this complete expression will be operand 1. Operand 2 ki jagah pe we are getting the operator. So this is not the operand 2. So we'll be getting D minus E. This is operand 1 and for operand 2 we are getting F plus G and operator is multiplication. मैं थोड़ा सा फास्ट फॉरवर्ड तरीके से कर रही हूँ, जैसे हमने ऑलरेडी किया था पहले. The way we had discussed each and everything from the scratch. I'm not doing that. If you have the problem, soon I'll be starting with the concepts of data structures and programming on YouTube as well. So you can join those sessions. So here is the operator. So this is one approach. This is manual approach, no algorithm, and here we have used the algorithm. Okay, is this clear? Third method is, this is method 1, this is method 2. Third method is using or by constructing expression tree, and after that traverse the tree. Infix चाहिए तो in order में traverse करोगे. So these are the three methods. Anyone having any doubt? Clear? ISRO का एग्जाम ऑनलाइन होगा या ऑफलाइन? Soon you will get to know that. See, okay, let me tell you, in the original question, where was the problem? In the option B, it was given like this. The only thing was, instead of F plus G, यहाँ पे आपको F minus G दिया हुआ था. तो जब मैंने ये slides बनाई है, I have changed this to 2 plus. Moreover, you can see the expression. In the whole expression, we just have 2 subtraction operators. तो यहाँ पे 3 नहीं आ सकते थे. तो I guess that was a typing mistake, जो हो सकती है, कभी भी हो सकती है. But yeah, तो answer was none of the above. In fact, none of the above was not given. तो कोई भी answer नहीं था. But at least you learned the concept, right? Next one, this is also based on the data structures. No, we have covered this in algorithms. So breadth first search. This is based on breadth first search. You are given with an undirected graph, but definitely a graph आपको बना के नहीं दिया है, words में दिया है. You have to construct the graph. You have to apply the breadth first search and see which of the following is a tree edge. Which of the following is, अगर एक से ज्यादा ऑप्शन मैच करते हैं तो देखो कि ऐसी कौन सी एज है जो हर केस में आएगी ही आएगी. What should be the answer? Any query? Nishu, I refer to your query, right? ISRO का एग्जाम ऑनलाइन होगा या ऑफलाइन? तो अभी तक ऑफलाइन ही हुआ है, एंड मोर ओवर अभी भी कोविड वाला जो सीन है, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट गॉन. तो वी आर कमिंग बैक टू द नॉर्मल. सो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इट विल बी ऑफलाइन ओनली. अभी तक ऑफलाइन ही हुआ है. बी. Okay. So undirected graph with the 7 vertices is given. So this is V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6 and V7. So here we are given with the edges. 7 vertices are there. Edges are V1 to V2. There is an edge. This is undirected graph, so I'm not I'm not using the directions here. V1 to V3, V1 to V4. Then V2 to V4, V2 to V5, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V4 to V6, V5, V4 to V6, V5 to V6, and V6 to V7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 edges are given. All right. Now if we are going to construct, if we are going to apply the binary BFT, then V1 से आपके पास options क्या आ रही है? V1 से V2 पे भी जा सकते हैं. We may go to V3 or we may go to V4. Right? These are the options. Now from V2, there are the options of going to V2, V4 or V5. It may go to V4 or V5. Okay, V4 is already visited, so we'll not consider this. V2 to V5. After that, V5 to V6 and V7. Right? Other way is V1, V2, V3. V1 से V2 गए और I have visited V4. आप किसी भी order में visit कर सकते हो V2, V3, V4, V3 and V2. Then I'm going to take this V4. V4 is adjacent to V5. V3 ऐसा कोई vertex नहीं है जिससे कोई नया vertex आ रहा हो, ना ही V2 के पास कोई ऐसा vertex बचे. V4 से it may go to V6 and then is V7. Correct? Is there any other possibility? There is no other possibility. तो ये दो options आई. Now this is saying that a breadth first search of a graph V1 as a root हमने breadth first search apply कर लिया. Now check which of the following is a tree edge. V2 to, these are the two breadth first trees we are getting here. V2 to V4, V2 to V4 कभी भी exist नहीं करेगा because V2 and V4 are although adjacent, but since they are adjacent to vertex V1, तो दोनों में V2 to V4 नहीं आ रहा. V1 to V4, yes, it is there. V1 to V4, इसमें भी है दोनों में. Next is V4 to V5. V4 to V5 is not present here. It is present in only two. Present in only two, not present in both. V3 to V4, no, it's not present in any of the three. So what should be the answer? Although V1, V4 and V4, V5 are present in two, but V4 and V5 is not present in one. So the appropriate answer for this question is it's option B. V4, but VFS V4 ही लिया है हमने. यहाँ पे एक और ऑप्शन आ जाएगी, V4 से आप V6 पहले ट्रेवर्स कर सकते थे, but anyhow that is not in the options. Okay, so the most appropriate answer for this question is it's option B. Make sense? Next question. We have to return the output after the third pass of the insertion sort. This is also from the algorithms sorting technique. How many passes are required to sort all the elements? If in an array we are given with n elements, then how many passes are required to sort all the elements? मैम कुछ कुछ ऐसा पढ़ा तो था गेट के टाइम पे, बट नाउ वी डोंट रिमेम्बर इट। ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है? अगर ऐसा लग रहा है तो अपने गेट वाले नोट्स उठा लो दोबारा से। In each pass, in insertion sort, मैंने आपको cards वाली example दी हुई है, playing cards, right? So in each pass, we are going to place one element at its correct position by comparing it with the previous elements, और एक एक करके swapping होती है. So insertion sort is one of the in-place sorting technique. It is adaptive sorting algorithm. In each pass, one element will be going to its correct position. So in the first pass, only first element will be at its correct position. In the second pass, second element will go to its correct position. In the third pass, third element will be going to its correct position. nth pass apply नहीं करते because n पे आपके पास एक ही element रह जाता है, so no comparison is required, right? Yes, n-1 passes are required. Starting from the second element. So after the third pass means first four elements will be at its correct position, right? So first four elements यहाँ पे sorting करके देखो. First of all, we should get 4, then 7, 4, 5, 7 and 10. 4, 5, 7 and 10 आपको एक एक पास करके अप्लाई करने में टाइम वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. After the third pass means first four elements will be at its correct position. So it's 4, 5, 7, 10. Sorry, third pass hai. So we have to apply. We have to sort. These elements will be sorted. अभी इनको compare ही नहीं किया है. So 4, 10, 4, 7, 10 and 23. This is nothing but this is option D. Basically, how we are going to do this: 10, 4, 7, 23. Those who have not prepared for the GATE exam, this is the array given to you. In the pass one, first element will be compared with itself. So 10 will be on its correct position. Remaining elements will be coming as it is. In the next pass, we'll be taking this 4 and we'll compare it. Since this is smaller, so these two elements will be swapped. So here we'll get 4, 10. Remaining elements will come as it is. This is still the unsorted array. In the pass 3, we'll take this element and we'll compare it with 10. Since 7 is smaller, so here we'll get 7, 10, 23, 67, 12 and 5. Options are not correct, sometimes right in ISRO. Yes, बहुत बार ऑप्शंस करेक्ट नहीं होते हैं, कोई ऑप्शन मैच नहीं होता है, बट एनी हाउ इंसर्शन सॉर्ट में व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज वी आर नॉट कंपेयरिंग द एलिमेंट जिसको हमें करेक्ट प्लेस पे प्लेस करना है, करेक्ट एलिमेंट को करेक्ट प्लेस पे लेके जाना है. सो इट्स नॉट वी आर गोइंग टू कंपेयर इट विद ऑल द एलिमेंट्स. पहले जितने एलिमेंट्स सॉर्ट हो चुके हैं, वी आर जस्ट डूइंग द कंपैरिजन विद दोज एलिमेंट्स, राइट? So here, this is 4, 7, 10, 23, 67, 12 and 5. That is nothing but it's option B. Next one, this is on the basis of the Huffman coding, and you are given with the code and you are supposed to decode it. Do you remember the concept of Huffman coding? Little bit. What was the concept? Let's talk about the concept first. After that, I'll give you 1.5 minutes to try this question. What is the concept for Huffman coding? First of all, Huffman coding is an application of a greedy technique. Yes, What we were doing, we had one more similar application that was optimal merge pattern. In both the applications we were doing, we were taking the two minimums, constructing the tree. Again, we were deleting the two minimums, inserting back into the tree. This way, if we have to get n files in a single file, yes, it is used for, it is one of the encoding technique. And the way we were constructing the Huffman tree, that always we were taking the first two minimums. जो tree की construction start होती है Huffman tree की, it always starts from the leaf level, right? And we have to take care of the elements, whether the node should be added to the, which node should be going to the right side and to the left side, because here we are supposed to generate the code. तो आप randomly किसी भी node को left या right पे नहीं ले सकते. So if the value, if you are taking the two nodes, so the node with the greater value will be on the right side and with the smaller value will be on the left side. Yes? याद आया? So very first step here is you have to consider the frequency of all the data, and here we'll start constructing the tree from the two minimums. तो सबसे पहले इनको sort करके लिख लो. So this is 0.11. Next is, this is for A, this is for B, C, D and E. After that we have 0.15, then we have 0.17, then we have 0.24 and 0.33. This is the frequency for B, this is the frequency for E, this is the frequency for A, frequency for C and frequency for D. Now start constructing the tree. कहाँ से करेंगे? Always delete the two minimums, so we are getting B and E. These are the two minimums. Which node should be on the left side? B की frequency कम है तो B वाली जो node है, that will be present on the left hand side. So I'm taking the node B with the frequency 0.11 and E on the right hand side because its frequency is more. This is E. Now merge it, and this is returning 0.26. Now we have to insert it back. This is deleted, this is deleted. 0.26 will be coming somewhere here in the sorted order, right? Now take the next two minimums, 0.17 and 0.24. So we do not know where it should go. तो आप कहीं पे भी बना लो, उसके बाद हम इस सब ट्री को, अगर नहीं याद कोई चक्कर नहीं है, 0.17 and 0.24, this is for, since both are smaller than 0.26, so I'm taking this on the left side. 0.1, 0.17, this is for A, and 0.24, दोनों 0.26 से small है, so I'm taking this on the left side, C. Now merge it. This comes out to be 0.41. Insert this back, this is deleted, 0.41 will be coming somewhere here. Now take the next two minimums. This is 0.26, आपके पास subtree से आया 0.26, 0.33. So since 0.33 is greater than 0.26, so I'll be taking this node on the right hand side of 0.26. Frequency is 0.33 and this is for D. Merge it. We are getting this as 0.59. Insert this back in the tree. So greater one is on the right side, smaller one is on the left side. So total frequency comes out to be 1.00. So this is how we construct the Huffman tree, right? After that, we have to generate the code. Now in this case, you are given with the codes. We want to decode it. So codes कैसे generate होते हैं? To the left side, we are assigning 0, to the right side 1, 0. Left child is getting value 0, right is getting 1. Left is getting 0, right is getting 1, 0 and 1. So on the basis of this, we can write the codes. What will be the code for A? A is here. Start from the root node. A tak pahunchne ke liye you have to traverse 2 edges, and the edges are assigned with 0, 0. Then is B. B is here. This is 1 and double 0. C, 0 and 1. D, 1 and 1. E, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Now we are given with the code 10000011101. Just check, is it matching with anything? So 1 से start हो गया, हमारे पास 3 codes आ रहे हैं. This is 100. 1 से match नहीं हो रहा, 101 भी match नहीं हो रहा. This is B. Then is 000 is not available. 00 we do have. So this is the code for A. Then is 0 and 11. 011 is not there. So 01 is surely there. That is for C. 101, this is for E. So decoded message will be BACE. That is option B. Clear? Yes, A is the right answer for this question. So this is simply based on the concept of Huffman coding. अभी तक कोई भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया जो गेट सिलेबस से बाहर था? Is there any concept which we had not covered in the GATE syllabus or which is not there in the GATE syllabus? So you can relate the complexity level. GATE से कम ही होगा complexity level, ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. Okay? So you are getting one more opportunity to go through the same syllabus and to write one more exam. Yes, all the concepts were covered in very much detail. In fact, हमने complexities तक find की हुई है. Okay, but still जिन students को लगता है कि revise करने में schedule नहीं बन रहा है and they are unable to do it on their own, so already the GATE classes are on अगर subscription नहीं भी है तो YouTube पे चल रही. Okay, next question. This is on the basis of analysis of an algorithm. That is the first topic from the algorithms. This Friday, we will be talking about analysis of algorithm. Those who are comfortable, we have discussed the shortcuts. So just apply that. Answer, what should be the answer? Very good. So how did you calculated it so fast, Nishu? Yes, C is the right answer. Yes, it is asking for not valid string. Valid क्या होगा? First of all, we are given with the complexity. आपको मालूम है कि जब हमारे पास for loop है, I'm assuming that you are comfortable with algorithm analysis. If not, you guys can join the session on Friday. Okay. So if it is, obviously this statement will be executed for one time. जब भी हम complexity find करते हैं, we usually look for how many times the loop is getting executed. So the outer loop, I'm calling this as the outer loop. This outer loop is executing for how many times? कितने times execute करेगी? It is going starting from 1 going till n. But value कैसे modify हो रही है? I is equal to I into 2. So this means that this will be executing for log n times with the base 2. 1 से लेकर n तक जाने equal to n, and every time this is going to consider the next value. For example, the value of n is 5. सबसे पहले j is equal to 1 के लिए execute होगा, then j is equal to 2, j is equal to 3, j is equal to 4, j is equal to 5. So it is going to execute for 5 times because here the value is incremented and it is looking for the next value, right? So this inner loop will be executing for n times. और सिंपल सा तरीका हमने किया हुआ है, जो आपके पास लूप्स होते हैं, इट कैन बी इंडिपेंडेंट लूप और द डिपेंडेंट लूप्स. So here we are getting the nested loop, which is the independent loop. तो independent loop के केस में क्या करना है? Identify that how many times the outer loop is executing. Identify that how many times the inner loop is executing, and after that simply take the multiplication. So ultimately This statement will be executing for how many times? It will be executing for n into log n times. Now it is asking that not a valid string. यानी कि कम से कम n log n times तो execute करेगा ही करेगा. तो n square will be correct because that's greater than n log n. n log n, it is equal to theta of n log n, and this is O, big O of n log n. This log n and log n, this value is also greater. So it's not equal to order of n. Yes, time complexity will be coming out to be theta of n log n. Right? तो ये जो concept था, this was from the nested loops. और nested loops में हम जब solve करते हैं हमारे पास दो ही तरीके. एक हम identify करते हैं whether the loop is the dependent loop. Dependent means the inner loop is using the variable of the outer loop. It is dependent on the value of the outer loop. Okay, so that is the dependent loop. And other category that we had covered was the independent loop. And this was the concept from independent loop because outer loop में variable I है, inner loop में variable j है, and it is independent of the variable I. Make sense? Easy? Confidence आ रहा है कि ISRO में कुछ कर लेंगे अगर गेट को तरीके से रिवाइज कर लिया. Let's discuss one more question and then we'll end our discussion. Okay? I thought of discussing few more questions, but anyhow we'll cover those questions in the next session. Actually, we planned it late, otherwise we could have solved more questions. तो हम Saturday, Sunday में खत्म कर सकते थे. But anyhow, from the next weekend, we'll be having this session on each Saturday and Sunday. Okay. This is from the programming. Call by value, call by name. This is the question from parameter passing techniques. Parameter passing techniques. Usually जो questions आते हैं, those are from call by value and call by reference. Right? But this is from call by value and call by name. ये name कहाँ से आया? So we have talked about call by value, call by reference. जो ये parameter passing techniques है, these are divided into two categories on the basis of the evaluation, strict evaluation and lazy evaluation. Call by value, call by reference, call by copy restore. Call by value is also known as call by copy restore, call by name, call by need, call by text. Right? So how we are going to classify these parameter passing techniques? These are used by the modern programming languages and its concept is based on strict evaluation. Strict evaluation means if you are passing some expression, then it will be evaluated exactly once. जैसे ही expression आता है, it gets evaluated and its result is stored in the temporary variable. जहाँ पे भी आपको pass करना है expression को, that simply that temporary variable will be passed. So strict evaluation means minimum and maximum only one time the expression will get executed. Will get evaluated. Whereas in case of the lazy evaluation, lazy क्या बोलते हैं? Whenever it is required, I'll be doing the evaluation at that point of time. That is lazy evaluation. So lazy evaluation ka benefit is if the expression is not called, it's not used, then it won't be calculated. But if the same expression, drawback with the lazy evaluation is if the same expression is called multiple times, then it will be evaluating the value. It will be evaluating the expression for multiple times. That's the drawback with the lazy evaluation. Lazy evaluation was used in the previous languages, but it's not used in any of the modern programming languages. All the modern programming languages are based on the concept of the strict evaluation. That's why usually when you cover the concept of the parameter passing techniques, तो आपको call by value और call by reference ही सामने आता है. Okay? but actually we have lot more than that, these two parameter passing techniques. So here the concept, here it is saying that X is the value which is calculated by call by value and Y is call by name. Here procedure P is given to you. Procedure वाला concept भी हमने किया हुआ है. So this is procedure P is going to end here. Procedure P is ending here. This, before these statements, there is no procedure. That means this will be the starting point. We have discussed many codes from the Pascal. This is the starting point. So you have to start your execution from here. Here it's making a call to the function and simply go for it. I hope you got the hint. Now you can proceed with the question. जो x की वैल्यू आ रही है, this is call by value, और जो y आ रहा है, that is call by name. Call by value means here, first of all, variable k is created and variable l is created. This is for the main procedure. Here, the values assigned are 0 and 0. After that, it's making a call. Z की वैल्यू हमें रिटर्न करनी है. We have to return the value of Z. Z को वैल्यू कहां से मिलेगी? From this procedure call. So this is going to the procedure P. Here it is creating the variables X and Y. X is getting the value from call by value, यानी कि K की वैल्यू को कॉल कर रहे हैं. K की वैल्यू is 0, so this is initialized with the value 0. L is passed by name. That means Y is renamed as L. Call by name means it's making call to the name. Now, here, K is updated with the value 5. So, update the value of K. L is updated to 8. L gets updated to 8. And we have to return the value of x plus y. So, x is 0 and y is y. को आपने किससे रीनेम किए? This is renamed with L. जहां जहां पे y था वहां पे रीनेमिंग होके क्या आ गया? L. And the value of L is 8. So this is returning 8. This 8 value is assigned to P, and here this value is returned. That means that the Z value of Z comes out to be 8. Make sense? So this was the question from the parameter passing technique, in which they asked for two concepts. One is call by value and other one is call by name. Any doubt? So already we have covered these parameter passing techniques. Any doubt or confusion? Okay, let's solve the next question. This is from matrix chain multiplication from algorithms. Matrix chain multiplication. This is the application of which algorithm designing technique? Algorithms. Matrix chain multiplication is an application of which designing technique? Anyone? Do you remember the concept of matrix chain multiplication? Matrix chain multiplication is where we are given with a series of matrices, and we were supposed to return the minimum number of multiplications required to get a single matrix. Hi ma'am, can MCA students apply for ISRO scientist? Uh, Need to check. I'm not sure, but I think you guys are eligible. Just go to the detailed notification, or I'll give the response this in the Telegram group. Okay, link is in the description box. But you guys should be eligible, MCA students. but I'm not sure about it. I need to check it out. So Rajat, have you joined the Telegram group? If yes, then I'll give you the response there. Matrix chain multiplication concept आपको पता है. It is saying that M1, M2, M3 and M1, M2, M3. So find out the number of multiplications required. So it is saying that we are given with the matrix M1. It is having a size. Number of rows are W into X. Matrix 2 is having X rows and Y columns. M3 is having Y rows and Z columns. Okay. Now, if I want to find out the number of multiplications taken by M1, M2 and M3, first of all, we have to take the multiplications for M2, M3. How many multiplications will it be taking? Resultant matrix size will be X into Z, and for each element, Y multiplications are required. So this comes out to be X, Y, Z. After that, we have to multiply it with M1. Size of M1 is W into X. So the resultant matrix size will be WZ, and each element requires X multiplications. These are the multiplications required when you are performing the multiplication on M2 and M3 first. Second case, it is saying that M1, M2, M3, M1, M2 will be multiplied first. So the size of the resultant matrix will be W into Y, and each element requires X multiplications. Now here the size comes out to be W into Y, and M3 ka size is Y into Z. We know that we can perform multiplications only if the number of columns of the first matrix are equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So it requires W into Y into WYZ. Into नहीं लिखते हैं, otherwise you may read this as X. So W into Y into Z. These are the number of multiplications required by M1, M2, then M3. So we have got the multiplications. What it is saying, consider the product of three matrices. आपने matrix देखे, under what condition will it take less time to compute? This is taking the less time M1, M2, M3. This is taking the less time as compared to M1 multiplied with M2, M3. So we have already calculated the number of multiplications. So just write that. So here we are getting WXY plus WYZ is less than XYZ plus WXZ. Till what time this will continue? This is the last question. I guess we are already running out of time. तो बाकी के questions हम next session में करेंगे. Now this is not matching with any of the options. तो यहाँ पे कुछ divide में आ रहा है. So what we'll do is let's try divide both sides by जितने भी variables है सबसे कर दो both sides by W, X, Y and Z. When I'll be dividing this, we'll be getting here WXY divided by WXYZ plus WYZ divided by WXYZ is less than XYZ divided by WXYZ plus WXZ divided by WXYZ. Just simplify it. This is returning. This is cancelled out. 1 upon Z plus 1 upon X is less than 1 upon W plus 1 upon Y. This is nothing but it is option B. I didn't got any response for this question, guys. Where was the difficulty? I'm just asking for the doubts. After this, we are going to end our session. So where was the difficulty? It has simply used the concept of matrix chain multiplication. आपको cases बनाकर भी in fact दिए हुए हैं. You are given with the size of the matrices. You are given with the cases. You just have to do the comparison between the number of multiplications required. Is this clear? So answer for this question is it's option B. Anyone having any doubt? So let's end our discussion here. In the next session, first of all, we'll cover the remaining questions from programming and data structures. I'll take the questions of 2020 only. First of all, we'll cover the concepts of 2000 questions of 2020. Year by and subject by subject chalenge, programming and data structures. And after that, we'll start with the discussion over operating systems and DBMS. So what you have to do is Monday to Friday, you have the time to revise the concepts of programming and data structures and algorithm. And after that, go through the concepts of operating systems and DBMS. Okay. So our schedule will be like Saturday and Sunday. We will be having a session on PYQs of because concepts दोबारा करने का कोई फायदा नहीं already you guys have covered but those who want to cover they can join the gate batch. So PYQs of ISRO and I'm planning to change the time to today we started our session at 6 p.m. right? So from next week we will be having this session at 8 p.m. Is that okay for you guys? And those who want to learn the concepts, Monday to Friday, I'm taking 2 sessions for GATE. Okay. These are also the free sessions. I'm not giving you the schedule of the super coaching. So this is the GATE batch. And in this, I'm taking one session at 4 p.m. and other session at 8 p.m. जो ये 4 p.m. वाला session है, this is on YouTube. And this session is the masterclass that is also free. सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपको super coaching के लिए pay करना होता है. Master classes are free. So what we are doing in the YouTube sessions, we are covering the concepts. In the YouTube sessions, we are covering the concepts. और master class में हम लोग कर रहे हैं PYQs of GATE. So I'll highly recommend you guys to join these sessions because अभी आपने देखा कि we are going through the concepts, we are solving the questions by using the concepts what we have learned in the GATE preparation. If you have not prepared for the GATE, so it's highly recommended for you guys to join these sessions. So basically Monday to Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and also we'll plan the marathon sessions on Saturday and Sunday. So this is all from my side. If you guys have any doubt or query, you can ask. Anyone having any query? I guess no. So what you guys can do is if you want to join the Telegram group, so just go to, okay, let me share my screen. Those who don't know from where to join the Telegram group. So I hope it's visible. So currently this session is going on. So just go to the description and here you will see the गेट सुपर कोचिंग टेलीग्राम. तो मैं इसी ग्रुप में सारे के सारे सेशंस पोस्ट करूंगी एंड आल्सो आई विल शेयर द पीडीएफ ऑफ all these YouTube sessions. Okay, that too with the ink. Is that fine? So here is the link for the joining the Telegram group, or simply you can search for Shefali ma'am Testbook. Okay. And definitely, if you are interested in joining the GATE Super Coaching batch, so you can do that. GATE और ISRO दोनों के लिए prepare करना है. So just go through it. Sale is currently going on. Here are the full courses and everything. So if you look at the sale, so when you go to the pricing, you will be getting this 1 year course for 9,449 with 6 months extra validity. That means for 18 months you have to pay 900 for 449. Approximately it comes out to be 500. I guess that's nothing. For 3 years, you have to pay like 14,774. That means on an average, it comes out to be 5,000. 5,000 se bhi kam aa raha hai for 1 year. I guess that's really a good opportunity. And if you want to get the full benefits, you want the maximum discount. So use here the code that is Shefali S. So code here is Shefali. This is also given in the description box, Shefali S, and you can apply the code. Okay. So you can see here in the description, code is given to you. So I guess this is the best time if you want to go for the subscription. Otherwise, we are covering uh, the concepts on YouTube, but definitely 100% syllabus cover नहीं होगा YouTube पे. But yeah, I can say that 70 to 80% concepts I'll be covering on YouTube. Okay. So any queries? Anyone having any query? I guess no query is there. So guys, this is all from my side. If you want to revise your concepts of the gate, or you want to learn the concepts of the gate subjects, or that is beneficial for ISRO as well. So tomorrow you can join the session at 4 p.m. in which we will be learning the concept of B tree and B plus tree. Okay. That is from multi-level dynamic indexing. तो कल हम लोग dynamic multi-level indexing की बात करेंगे. First of all, we'll cover the concept of static multi-level indexing followed by dynamic multi-level indexing. So these two topics will be finished by Tuesday, and from Wednesday onwards, we'll start with algorithms. Okay, so this is all about this session. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.